The story of how an M kept defending her pedophile son. First, I would like to apologize for my broken English. It's not my mother tongue, so I'll do my best. A little context to begin with. 5 years ago, when I was 14, I been the victim of a 45-year-old pedophile who kept me under his influence for 5 months using manipulation and serious threats against me and my family, so I was too afraid to tell my parents about it because I was really naive at that time. During this 5 months, I lived a genuine nightmare. The guy was waiting for me in front of my school after class. He forced me to come to his place and to do things. One day my mom discovered a love letter that the guy gave me and that I put in evidence on my desk so my parents could find it and get me out of this nightmare. I told them everything and my dad called the cops. The case went in court, twice, because that bloody motherfucker challenged the first court decision. In the witnesses that have been called for the trial, there was the M, the mother of her naive and affiliated pedophile son. So what about her? M loves her son, and no matter what he does, he's still a good boy. First, you need to know that pedophile guy is a multi-recidivist, so M knows too well that her son's got a serious problem. The judge calls the mother at the bar. The conversation went like this. Judge, well, good morning Miss M, I'm going to ask you some questions about the case. You doesn't have to swear because your status of mother of the accused doesn't guarantee that you'll say the truth, you understand? M, with the weak voice of an innocent old woman, Judge, tell me, Miss M, did you know what was happening between your son and Up? M, I knew they loved each other, I didn't even know Up was a minor, remember that, that's important for the rest. Up is saying that my son is an horrible man, but it's false. Up was loving my son and was consenting to everything he asked. She stares at me with her bad-looking eyes. Up is simply a liar. I was shocked, so were my parents who were sitting by my side. I was going to explode, but my dad told me to calm down and put a reassuring hand on my back. My parents, those heroes. My lawyer raises and asks for an objection, then talk directly to M. Ma'am, your son has been diagnosed of serious mythomania and narcissistic perversion by psychological court experts, as my client's results are totally clean. Who do you think is the liar, ma'am? M keeps repeating, Up is the liar. The love of Up for my son was genuine. Up is just being cruel because the May had fought or something. If by fought you mean the constant violent insults against me and my family that I received every day for 5 months, the things he did to me etc., then you're right cunt. You think this is big? Wait for the rest. Honestly, when she accused me in court of being a liar, I was shocked, but not really astonished, because, what I'm going to tell you, I learned it before the trial by the police and my lawyer. When her son was kept in remand, M and him had a correspondence by letters. In one of that letter she sent to him was written, "Don't worry about Up, he thinks he's clever, but we will get him. Be brave son, together, we'll destroy him." She literally wrote that like she and her son were the victims. When the judge asked about this letter, she just stuttered and said that she didn't really mean that. Remember when M said she didn't know I was a minor? Well, his son, this dumbass, had showed her some picture of me saying I was his boyfriend, so she perfectly knew I was a really young teenager. Also she knew her son was a pedophile. And that cunt literally paid an apartment for her pedophile son in the very same town where I live. What kind of sick mind you have to be to do that? When the court asked her about that, she answered that she just wanted to financially help her son who wanted to move nearer to his job. The guy was unemployed. And I think it's useful to mention that the guy was under judicial review and fucking conditional liberty when he did his things on me. I recovered of that trauma thanks of legions of psychologists, my parents, and my lawyer, God thanks them, and today I'm fine. The guy ended up with a pretty big sentence and I never heard from him again. Thanks for reading, and if you are a parent of a child or an early teen, please, if he's acting strangely or seems much more closed than before, please, try to figure about what is happening to him. Nobody want to live what I have lived.